We welcome our viewers for today's show, and today we are going to talk about the apology that was done by the ZESCO executive. He apologized on behalf of he apologized to the nation that actually he misinformed the president. That's what he said, according to his own mouth. He said that he misinformed the president about load shedding. We would like to comment on that because it's not just you see, misinforming the president is a big deal, okay? So it cannot just be like you were misinforming a regular person. No, this is the president of the whole country, okay? Not just a president of the political party. He's a president, he's a Republican president of the whole country, okay? That means that all Zambians, all political parties, all people, both young and old. And then this guy, he's saying that he misinformed the president about the load shedding. You see? That's a big deal, you see? I don't know about you, but this is a big deal. You can't just misinform the president and just go away free like that. You can't just misinform the president. Where were you when you were misinforming the president? What was going on in your mind? Did you want just to misinform the president so he can make a mistake? And how was that giving you advantage? How were you benefiting from misinforming the president? How? I mean, this is a big problem. You can't just wake up in the morning and decide that you are going to misinform the president. No. The president is responsible for so many people, you see, over almost 20 million people. You cannot just walk into, I don't know whether it was in his office or it was in your office, I don't know. But the fact that you are coming out in the open and telling us that you are the one who misinformed the president. And then the president, if you misinform the president, right, he can make a wrong decision. He can even make a wrong announcement. He can even, there are consequences to that. It's not just, if you misinform your friend, it's different from misinforming the president, because the president is responsible for a lot of people. You understand? And I'm here to give my comments because I'm affected by your misinformation to the president. And I'm affected. My brothers, my sisters, my countrymen, my country people are also affected by your misinformation to the president. And because of that, I am... before I come to that, you see, let's say that the laws in Zambia are not accommodating that kind of behavior. What should be done in the future? Because, listen, a few years from now, let's say 5-10 years from now, somebody again is going to wake up in the morning and just go to the radio station and say that he misinformed the president. Meanwhile, there are consequences to that, because you can make the president to make a wrong decision. And when the president makes a wrong decision, there are consequences to that. For example, if you tell the president that we have got enough fertilizer when we don't have enough fertilizer, and the president will just going to know that we have got enough when we don't have enough, can you see that what that can cause in the country? It can cause starvation. If you don't know, let me explain to you. Because it looks like for you even to be the head of ZESCO or a big guy in ZESCO, it seems like you don't really understand what misinforming the president will, the repercussions or the consequences of misinforming the president are going to be. If you are going to misinform the president about fertilizer, right, then you have to know that some people can die of starvation because the president can assume that there is enough fertilizer and he can be concentrating on other things. He can even be flying overseas. You understand? To go and sign memorandum of understandings. You understand? When his people are dying. And it's because you have misinformed him. You see? If you misinform the president that we have enough electricity so we can actually sell some of the electricity to other countries, you misinform the president like that. And the president can sign whatever has to be done, he can sign. Meaning, thinking that everything is okay, when everything is not okay. The consequences of that can be problems, especially in the compounds where there are butchers, okay? Here they call them meat markets. You see, where they are selling fresh meat. Those people, they need a cold storage where they can store, because they can't store all the meat in the freezer or in the refrigerator or deep freezer. They can't do all that. You see, they need a big room which is too cold to keep the meat. It could be goat meat, cow meat, or it could be chicken, or it could be any other meat. As long as it's fresh, it needs to be in a cold storage. And that works with electricity. And somebody cannot just wake up in the morning and decide that today I am going to State House to go and misinform the president. No, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, you know. And it is in this vein that I'm appealing to you, the honorables. We elected you, honorables. You are over 156 members in parliament. You are all there. We are giving you sitting allowance. We are giving you a comfortable life. You are given vehicles to drive freely to all your constituencies. I am appealing to you, honorables in parliament, in Lusaka. You know, I have to mention Lusaka because people can think that I'm talking about a different parliament or I'm talking about a different senate. No, I'm talking about the parliament in Lusaka. Lusaka, Zambia, in Africa. You people who are in parliament, we have elected you to speak for us to the government. All of you, you should sit down and think, is it okay for somebody to just wake up in the morning and go to the radio station and he told all of us, the nation of 20 million people, and just tell us that, okay, I am the one who misinformed the president. And that guy goes back home to sleep after misinforming the president. Now, I'm not just talking about the president of a political party. I'm talking about the Republican president. How can you just wake up in the morning and decide that you are going to misinform the president? And there are no consequences to that. What are you people, the honorables, what are you doing about that? You can't just sit in parliament and begin to say, yeah, 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 yeah. You know, when you are saying, yeah, 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 even me here, I follow you, I join you, I also say, yeah, 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 yeah. But I mean, that can't end like that. We have to do something about it. You cannot just end by just saying, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's not funny, even though I'm laughing. It's not funny. People are dying because of misinforming the president. People's businesses are crashing because of misinforming the president. You see? Look at those people who have got meat markets or butchers. Their businesses are being extinguished because of load shedding. Look at those people who are doing welding. Their businesses, these are Zambians, and they are not even one or two. There are many, many Zambians, especially in the compounds, many Zambians. Their businesses who are doing welding, all of them are just shutting down. Those who are doing salons, braiding hair and all that, on all those salons and barber shops, all of them, their businesses are shutting down. And you cannot just walk away like that. And our MPs, I am appealing to you, me, Wapiri, as a senior cadre himself, I am appealing to you that imwe members of parliament, muyende munkhale pansi, mukambisane, muntu amene achita misinform the president. What will be the consequences of that person? Is that person supposed to go home and enjoy his life after misinforming the president? No. I'm in disagreement with that. If you can fight corruption, to even people who are not even guilty, you can fight corruption. How about people who are openly admitting that they made a mistake, they misinformed the president? What are you doing about it? I want to see what parliament is going to do. That's what I want to see. You see? If my members of parliament, my honorables, I respect you. I respect you. I've got high respect for you. You are representing us. But in parliament, you cannot just sit down and begin to say, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. No. Make a law to punish these people who are misinforming the president. Make a law to punish them. They cannot just misinform the president and go home and sleep and wake up in the morning and come back and try to misinform the president again. No, we can't accept that. We cannot accept that. Misinforming the president must be punishable by law. Misinforming the president must be punishable by law. Now, I want to hear what other Zambians think about this. Let me hear your comments. You know, make sure that you subscribe and you like, share, and you give a comment. I want to hear what you think about misinforming the president. Should we continue? Because 20 years from now, somebody can wake up and misinform the president. Now, are we going to continue like that? Or there should be a law that can be enacted in parliament to punish those people who are misinforming the president? I close my case. Thank you for listening.